Welcome back, everybody, to this extra special episode at the Igloo Proving Grounds. Beaverworx Diecast Racing and the rest of the crew down here have put together a whole new thing, and we're calling it the Pebble Path. All right, look at this, folks. This is the medium-ranged when we got vehicles that started out on the stone road. When it was the early stone road, we made a lot of upgrades and a lot of improvements to accommodate the fat tire, which left a category all wide open of vehicles that couldn't make it down the stone road and were still too high to make it down the main track. So we came up with the Pebble Path. Here we go. This is a little bit lighter for a little bit lower slung 4x4s, more of the mainline stuff and on-road vehicles that you got, and maybe even some rally cars can make a play down this sucker. It is basically started out as a service road for all the construction guys around the track doing some work when they couldn't drive up and down the main surface, and they were using this, and they realized just how much fun it was coming up and down it in the service trucks. So we're going to give it a shot with racing, folks, and see what you think. All right, first three vehicles. We have two from the rally and one from the original stone road. Coming back from the rock drop jump, we have the Porsche 914 Safari. Looks like I think it's Rashadi R inside there. We've got our in-house test drivers down here testing out the track until we open it up for competition. Coming down there, he pulls off a 10.07 time. First time recorded on the Pebble Path in the Porsche. Not too bad, we guess. We'll have to see. Checking out the Igloo replay. All right. So what we have got here, 243 centimeters, basically 8 feet, folks. Yeah, 96 centimeters from everybody down there below the border. Coming through loose aggregate into the logs. This thing jiggles back and forth. It's got obstacles on the sides and on the bottom and makes it through into the loose stopping area at the bottom there. All right. And there it is, folks, the first public run. 10.06 for that Porsche Safari. Moving on to the 90 Volkswagen Golf from Matchbox. This is another one from the rock drop jump. 1990, they called it the Volkswagen Golf, but it's got a bunch of rabbits all over the side of it. Because this thing used to be called a Rabbit back in the day. We remember the Volkswagen Rabbit days, right? All right, looks like he just about didn't make it into the logs, and he made it over with a time of 15.50. We're pretty sure that's Igor inside there. We're not exactly sure. They didn't give us the driver roster. We're just trying to look through the window there. And, yeah, that time was horrible. If you want to compare it to that Porsche that went by first time, we're giving everybody 2 runs on this Pebble Path on its inaugural, just so that you can all see what this thing's going to be all about. There might be some improvements, some more tweaks. We got some more, advertising and signage to put up there. Right there, you can see he gets buried in the snow just before he gets onto the logs, but was able to power through with that little itty-bitty Golf. Not quite itty-bitty, it's small enough. This is what they would call the small, itty-bitty compact car for 1990, and he makes it down over top of the finish line into the snow trap at the bottom. All right, time of 15.50. Moving on, we got the Land Rover Series 3 pickup truck. We sent this guy down the stone road way back in the day, and he's flying out of the gate there. He's doing good. Through the loose section, over top of the logs, coming through over top of the line with a 10.47, putting the heat on the Porsche. Not bad. Thing looks great coming through there, too. Love those old Land Rovers. Look at that sucker. All right. Coming down off the launch platform, launch ramp. First corner, they got to bounce around all sorts of obstacles to even get around that. Then they've got a pretty significant drop off. Put them into the final straightaway, gets onto the logs. Then the logs go horizontally. And we got more loose stuff at the bottom. Puts it into the snow trap at the end, and that's all she wrote, folks. Round number 1 is done. 10.07 for the Porsche is the leader. Land Rover's at the 10.47. Volkswagen with the whopping 15.50. Epic. Moving on, let's just keep on going here. Porsche 914 second run, 2 runs each. Might as well make some kind of competition out of this. Here he goes. Down there good, he's getting all skatey sideways. Over top of the logs, up on 2 wheels, loving it, and over top of the line with 11.25 run. Not as fast as the first time, but still looked like he loved every second of it coming through there. He or she, we're not exactly sure who's in that Porsche. Igloo Replay coming down, round in the top corner there. Looking for a little bit more sponsorship up there. We'll get some more signs up there. Gets up on 2 wheels coming at the bottom of the hill. Onto the logs. Doesn't look like there's any problem there. Halfway through the logs there, looks like bounces up on 2 wheels again. All over the place. Down through the bottom section of aggregate and into the snow trap at the end. Good job there. 11.25 second time for the Porsche 914. Second run for that Matchbox 90 Volkswagen Golf with the pictures of the rabbits on the side. Oh yeah, down the ramp he goes. All right, down the big old hill, coming into all the really deep stuff. It makes it back up on the logs so far. Not so bad horizontal stuff. Gets his back wheels up on the logs at the end and does not make it over the line. That's a DNF. All right, so we have shown that you can get good times, you can get fast times, mediocre times, and you can even DNF on this track. It is 243 centimeters. That is 8 feet. It is one of the longest specialty tracks we have here, not including our big Igloo main track, but everybody's got one of those. Coming down through the loose stuff, up onto the logs. Cruising through there so you can get yourself a little bit of extra speed usually to make it through the bottom aggregate, but it looks like he got hung up rear axle on that log at the end, and that slowed him down enough that didn't make him over the line. All right, DNF. Bringing us to where we are now, the last run, second run for the Land Rover Series 3 pickup truck. Let's see how he does this time. Looks great coming out of that top corner. Looks like this could be the sweet spot for this new track. This mid-sized, small level 4x4, 11.58 over top of the finish line. Checking this guy out, not bad. Wasn't the top time, but man, he makes it look good inside of that Rover. Igloo Replay getting the slow motion. Coming down through that top corner, bouncing around. Nothing straight going on there, and then the aggregate gets pretty thick through there. That's a mix of stone and snow and slop and whatever else you get up here in a good old-fashioned Canadian winter. Down over top of the logs, over top of the horizontal stuff, comes into the loose patch of aggregate on the bottom and sliding to a sideways finish in the snow pit. Nicely done. All right. 11.58 time for that Land Rover on the second run. Second run time for the Porsche was 11.25, so we're going to go with the Porsche's first run. Volkswagen got a DNF. Porsche gets it with the 10.05 from the first run, best run of the day. That makes the 914 Safari here the winner for the day. This was an exhibition version of the Pebble Path, folks, and it looks like because of the success we've had with this already, it's going to get folded into regular rotation here at the Igloo Proving Grounds, bringing us on a new class for the smaller tire 4x4s. Let us know what you think. That's going to be it for us today. So from Beaverworx Diecast Racing, we'll see you next time.
I don't think we're wet to the moon.